Hi, and welcome to today's 5-minute short. I'm Joshua Barnes, and I'm joined with Al Shalloway. And today we are going to tackle the question: what is lean? I heard it was only good for manufacturing. And Al, I know this is one we've both heard, and this is another one I'm going to kind of throw over to you and say, is it only good for manufacturing?
The answer is emphatically no, but I understand why a lot of people think that. And I wanted to explain some of the reason for that and how you can make lean more effective, whatever you're doing. First of all, lean has been used most everywhere. It's been used in software, it's used in product development. It has been used a lot in manufacturing. It's been used in healthcare. It's been used in services. And depending how you look at lean defines a lot of what it can do for you. Womack and Jones' book, Lean Thinking, is still in my mind the classic book to understand lean with its 5 principles. I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to explain the way I've thought about lean for, I guess, about 13 years now. And some of this was a lot influenced by Don Reinertson, actually personally, but then his book, when I read it too, it was Principles of Product Development Flow, second generation lean product development. It's interesting. Lean is in the second part, not the first part. See, lean, really what you need to do is not look at lean as what Toyota does. Yeah, that's maybe where it was created. But lean is really a way of learning. First and foremost, it's about learning. That's evidenced by Michael Belli's book, Lean Strategies. And if you go and read Taiichi Ohno's book, The Toyota Production System, that's a good thing to read. But he needed to take a few skilled people he had with equipment available and teach them how to build in small batches. And it was kind of a requirement. In a nutshell, you could say what lean is really about is it's about learning, but it's based on Deming's work, and that involves systems thinking and improving the system. And then it's involved looking at cutting out delays, like you've heard just in time. Well, just in time, you don't do something way before you need it, you do it just in time. That doesn't mean to procrastinate, as I tend to also reinterpret it. That's not right, but you don't do things ahead of time, and you don't do things late. You do them right. You do the two things that, if one thing leads to another, they're done close to each other. If you see how Scrum is done, you can see cross-functional teams working on a few items is manifesting some of this. It took about 13 years, or maybe not. Yeah, about 13 years for Scrum to recognize this, because I was suggesting this back in 2007. But at least they finally do. They don't tell you much about it, but at least it's a good step. Put Scrum inside the context of lean, you'll go better. So it's about education. It's about small batches. It's about systems thinking. And it's about high quality. You probably heard the just-in-time aspect. So lean doesn't wait around when something's detected wrong. You don't wait for retrospections. You don't wait for daily stand-ups. You just go right then and there. I found something. Let's fix it. Why? Because if it's the system that's causing most of the errors, which is a fundamental aspect of Deming's work, then if it happens now, it's going to happen again. You got to fix the system. It's going to keep happening. It's not isolated events. So we want to look at lean as giving us these insights that we have to focus on the environment. And this is something that's been misinterpreted for years. I keep trying to point this out. Lean does focus on the environment. My own work and my own trainings focus on the environment. And some people say, doesn't lean care about people? Why is it focusing on the environment so much? Well, the reason is because we do care about our people. We trust our people. We respect our people. I don't have to fix them. If your people aren't good, you got a problem that has nothing to do with what approach you're taking. But if your people are good, then put them in a good environment, teach them how to improve the environment, work with them on improving the environment. And that's why lean focuses on the environment. It's exactly because we trust our people. We don't need to fix them. We do need to fix the environment they're working with, and we need to work with them to do it because we trust them. So that approach works everywhere. Increase visibility, cut out delays, focus on customer value, work on small items. And the beauty of lean is it gives you a way of thinking and approaching any problem. So one last point. A lot of people who've studied lean and studied in Toyota, what they do is they take the stuff that Toyota's doing and directly translate it, or one for one. They say, oh, what are all the principles over here? And then let's make corresponding principles here. I don't agree with that approach. What you want to look at, these are the practices. practices are not universal, but the principles on which they are based in Lean pretty much are. Go down and look at the universal principles of Lean. Take that over to your work environment. Then see, how can I manifest those practices in my context that meet those universal principles? And then you're well on your way, and you can learn a lot from Lean. Well, that's a mouthful, but trying to keep these short. Let me know if you've got questions.
Yeah, thanks. And as we wrap up these shorts that we're doing, we are going to be putting together a whole big amount of these. So if you have one you'd like us to cover, in addition to the probably 20 or 30 or more we've already identified, let us know. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Great. Thanks for being here.